Welcome to Bloomington Today. I'm Lori Schulte. Thanks for joining us. First, we bring you the buzz for the week of January 27th to February 3rd. The Curbside Cleanup program helps residents get rid of stuff they don't want, and the City Council approved a contract that will keep it going for another 2 years. While the service will remain, it will be more expensive. It used to cost Bloomington residents about $22 a year. Now there will be an increased recycling rate of about $36. So why the change? Maintenance Superintendent Jim Eiler explains.
There's a large increase because this is a huge labor-intense program. Everything that you put out at the street is picked up by hand and thrown into the trucks. There's also a limited number of trucks that they use. They use the rear loader, old-style dump trucks, and they all go to the automated trucks now, so they're running out of trucks to run the program.
The program may be a lot of work, but Eiler says about 60% of residents take advantage of the program. It started back in 1998, and it's pretty unique. Most cities have drop-off sites. Republic Services is the contractor for the next 2 years, but the program may be changing in the future. The city is going to brainstorm new ways to provide the program to residents.
The program is getting to be very expensive. Plus the contractor's abilities to run the program or even find people to bid the program is being difficult.
The program allows residents to leave a pickup truck size of stuff outside their house. You can't dump electronics, plumbing fixtures, or hazardous waste. Weekly trash removal was another item on the agenda at the City Council meeting on January 26th, and it was decided negotiations about trash consolidation will continue into February. Bloomington has an open trash collection system presently, but that may be changing. In 2014, the City Council directed staff to pursue the possibility of the implementation of organized collection of solid waste materials in Bloomington. Hauler negotiations resulted in a proposal by the 7 licensed residential haulers that address trash, recycling, yard waste, bulky items, and organics. The haulers submitted a proposal that would establish a set price for all the components of solid waste collection and disposal. The haulers would establish the segments of the city each hauler will handle depending on each hauler's market share of the 26,000 residential customers in the city. This organized collection system, if implemented, could prevent multiple trucks servicing the same areas and creating more truck traffic than necessary. The city says the benefits also include reduced truck noise and increased safety. The City Council decided to continue negotiations with the haulers in order to receive the best price for Bloomington residents. If an acceptable proposal is received by the City Council, a public hearing would be scheduled for additional public input on the proposal. If you love or hate winter, you've probably noticed we haven't had that much snow this year. It's a big relief for snowplow crews who have endured some brutal winters in recent years.
This winter's been good. It's been very tolerable. We've had a lot of little snow events, and a lot of it came in November. December was very nice. It kind of gave us a little break. And now here in January, it's been a little busier, but you know, the snows have been relatively easy to push, and so it's been nice.
It's pretty common for snowplow drivers to work holidays and weekends, but this winter, most holidays have been snow-free. But even with the lack of snow, there's still a lot of work to get done.
It has been easier on our salt budget, that's for sure, but we still are out doing other things. So, relatively speaking, you never know how the year's gonna finish, so we don't try and look at just the bottom line. We gotta plan for the worst and hope for the best. And so then we try and do other maintenance work around the city, tree trimming and equipment maintenance and in our downtime between snowstorms.
Street Maintenance Supervisor Ken Frosig also says the budget is set for a calendar year, not for the season. So what happens after January 1st affects the snow and salt budget for November and December of that same year.
Things are looking really good right now, but we don't know how it's going to play out the rest of this year, and who knows, next November we could be inundated with a lot of snow, and we'll be thankful that we still have quite a bit of money left in that budget.
As of January 22nd, crews have been out 17 times. That compares to 25 times at this point last year. January is National Radon Awareness Month, and Bloomington Environmental Health is getting information out about the radioactive gas. 2 in 5 homes have an elevated radon level in Minnesota. The colorless, odorless gas is common in the Midwest because of the geology and the way homes are built here. Environmental health specialist Dave Boberg says everyone should get their home tested to see what the radon level is. Old and new homes can have issues, and the consequences can affect your health.
The long-term effects is that it could develop lung cancer in individuals. It's actually the #1 leading cause of lung cancer among non-smokers. Test your home is the main point, and even if you do get an elevated number, shouldn't be a scary thing. It's a preventable issue.
Radon test kits are available at City Hall or at your local hardware store. The EPA recommends taking action if the radon level is at or above 4 picocuries per liter. Another successful winter fete is in the books, and some would say Mother Nature made it even better this year. Warm temperatures brought a big crowd out to Richardson Nature Center, where the Ice Harvest Festival got underway. Families had a chance to see how ice was made before electric refrigerators. Bloomington firefighters also performed an ice rescue demonstration. Over at the Bush Lake Ski Jump, beginners tried out the high-flying sport. Organizers said they had an overwhelming amount of interest this year, and they want to encourage skiers to come to the hill after Winter Fete is over. The city also hosted a warming House-a-Palooza at Brookside Park. They had activities for kids who wanted to take a break from the outdoors. We'll have more details on Winter Fete 2015 on next week's show, so make sure to tune in for that. That is the buzz on Bloomington today for the week of January 27th to February 3rd. To see more clips from this week's show, go to the YouTube playlist for this week. There you'll find a story on the cemetery being put on the National Register of Historic Places. There's also a story about a cat who was adopted from the animal shelter and now has a new best friend. Thanks so much for watching.